In lesson 1.3, we are working on being able to model putting together. That means being able to show our picture of what two things we are putting together. We're just working with two numbers and being able to use a vocabulary word add. So help your child to understand that word add means putting two or more numbers together to find out how many in all. For the homework tonight, they are given a story problem and they need to use circles to be able to solve that problem. So looking at the first one, number 1, how I would want them to show that is it says there are 2 big dogs and 4 small dogs. How many dogs are there? So I want them to make sure they have the picture on there. First thing they need to do is be able to write there are 2 big dogs. So up above the first number, we're going to put 2 circles and the number 2. I want them to have the picture right by the number so that they can see that group. Then in the box, we're adding the 2 groups together. So they're going to use their plus sign. They've learned that word. Then we have 4 small dogs. So they will show a group of 4 with the number and our equal sign. Remind them again, they are writing an addition sentence. 2 plus 4 equals is their addition sentence. If they can do 2 plus 4 in their head, that's great to get their answer 6. Or if they can't yet, they don't need to, they're going to use their picture to help them with that. Adding up all the dots, they get 6 as their answer. You're going to do that same thing on number 2 and 3. Down at the bottom, they ask them to write an addition story problem. That would be just like numbers 1, 2, or 3. They're just making up their own problem and also have them solve it as well. On the back side of the homework, the first 2 problems, they're just like the front side, except for they don't give them the addition sentence. I would like the students to write it out still. I think most are not able to do this in their head, and they're not required to yet. I want them to see it visually. That's what we're practicing, is being able to model what they see here in the problem. So it says there are, number 1, there are 3 black cats. So I'd like them to write the number 3 and being able to model with those circles. And 2 brown cats. There's their group of 2. Keep the groups separate so that they can see both groups. And how many cats are there? So they're trying to find out how many altogether. They can look at that, be able to pick it out visually, and color in their answer. Same thing with number 2. And at the bottom is your spiral review. That's going over a problem from lesson 1 and lesson 1.2. And then if they are still struggling with this, continue to have them use those pictures on those problems. It's okay to do that. They can do it on their test, and so it's okay. It's not a problem if they have to write on it to be able to figure out the problem and the answer.